for 117 years. And if I'm wrong with the years, Chad Allen, who's going to be here in a moment, will correct me. But this is the new fabric lamp with touch control. So this is a rechargeable lamp that you can utilize anywhere. You can move it into your office, your bedroom. Maybe you have a dorm room. Maybe you're putting it on your shelf like you're seeing here. You just have to choose the design that you want. Okay, so we have 3 variations to choose from. We have what we're calling the Lotus. And then we have, oh, wait a second here, because I think, which one is that we're seeing right now? I think that's going to be the Iris that we're seeing. Really, really cute. Then you were seeing the Sonoma. And look at that on the tablescape. Super, super cute. And then you have the Lotus. So 3 to choose from. Amazing deal today. It is $19.99. On a flex pay, it's going to be $10. I want to bring in Chad Allen to tell us more about these. Chad, these are so cool.
Yes, I love these so much. I'm going to walk behind you. Sorry, apologies. And these are, it's like the most difficult part of the whole process is picking which lampshade design.
Right.
Because I have fallen in love with each of these, and you know, I've presented a handful of lamps here. And once
Just a couple.
Yeah, once these pleated ones came in, I'm like, oh my gosh, now these, I love these. And so that's really what's going on here. I'm going to grab this one for just a second. Okay. I'm going to show you a couple of things. It has a velvety bottom, so all your glass or wood surfaces don't have to worry about scratching, anything like that. We thought about even the surface you're putting it on. A touch button on the very bottom here, so as I touch that knob, it doesn't twist or doesn't push in. It's just a touch sensor. So I have warm, cool, and natural. And then right back here, hidden sort of, it's flush with the actual metal, is a USB-C port. That's where you charge it up. It's on the base. Sometimes, you know, on lamps, they put them right here under the lampshade, and then you have a cord running. We put it on the base because that's more aesthetic, more clean. And so you can have this on your countertop, and if you have it next to an outlet, you can leave it plugged in all the time. Or, of course, it's rechargeable and portable, and you can take it with you. All metal, all brass here, and then the pleated lampshade design, even metal on the top. There's no functions up here. It's all just very aesthetically pleasing and decorative, but comes to you from the Bell+Howell name. LED technology, all the LEDs are underneath there. And so you never replace a light bulb, you never buy a light bulb, you never buy batteries. It's all built in and comes to you fully assembled. But what should we do? We should show you around the house if we can.
Yes, let's do it. I mean, because these are so great. I love the portability, and they're lightweight.
Oh my goodness, they're super lightweight. I can carry it around. Think about areas in your home every day, right? But also think about your emergency preparedness kit. Think about when there's a power outage. You're gonna grab the harsh flashlight, great situations for a flashlight, but if you're gonna be out of power for 6, 8, 10, 12 hours, isn't this more appealing and romantic and welcoming and warm? How about the mantle? I think that's a great place to put it. And so we did 3 of the Lotus here. 3 might be overkill in your area, right? And that's what we always say with lighting is 2s or 3s, never 5s or 7s. And that's what we talk about. And if I need to match the light bulb, maybe I picked up great cool white light bulbs. I can match that same temperature hue just by doing the touch sensor. I can even go to another one, like a natural warm light, which would match incandescent bulbs even further. And so we want you to have lighting that is cohesive around your house to where it matches the other lighting and doesn't look like, oh, they must have bought that from one store and that from another store. Bell+Howell is a lighting innovator. We've been making lighting for 117 years. We're in 99 countries. Look at the side table one, zooming. There's no cords running. There's no extension cords. There's no outlets. I'm not tripping over a big cord running and trying to hide it under the rug. The living room is floating, which means the lighting should be floating. It should be easy to maneuver your home. It should be easy to see what you're doing, but romantic and warm and welcoming. You want to follow me to the dining room?
Yes, these are, I mean, they're so good. And there's so many places that you can use them. And I love the portability of it, Chad, because you just take them with you.
I've been carrying this one.
I know.
I forget that I'm carrying it because it's lightweight. But we could be sitting here enjoying a romantic evening, Suming and I, sitting across the table. Again, no cords, no cables, no outlets, and the light isn't shining in our eyeballs. It's a nice pleated design of a lampshade. It's throwing off plenty of light, and I can change that. I can also dim it down, so if I want to hold that button, watch it. It just
my gosh!
It just goes down to a kiss of light, and then I can just touch that button again. It goes back to full brightness, and then look, those are the 3 different lighting modes. I like that one. Or if it's going to be a romantic evening, maybe that really warm light. But what's important here, it does all the job of a lamp. It really does all the functioning of a lamp, but it doesn't give you what we don't like about lamps, which is that they're big, they need plugged in, they take up table space, you can't really move them around. Why would you?
Right.
These, I move them around my house all the time, and then I want to show you the last place, which would be the kitchen.
Oh, look how nice that looks.
Yeah, and your kitchen might be one place where you want to leave it plugged in and on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, like I do at my house. And so those in the corner there, this is a studio, obviously, so there's no outlet. But in my house, there's an outlet right on the backsplash. So I leave mine plugged in all the time. It's on right now. And when I come home, it's just always there and welcoming for me because my kitchen is basically my entryway into my home. And so to have two, if you can afford to pick up two, what a statement that makes, where you don't have to have the big lights on. You're able to do whatever you need to do to decorate how you want to do it, where you want to do it. And so, Ming, if you're going to trust anybody to lighting, I mean, I'm a little biased,
yes.
I understand, but Bell+Howell.
Well, it's so good, Chad, and I think about too, like if you have maybe you're sitting in bed with your significant other, and maybe you have a book to read or something like that. You want to be able to control the lighting. You want the big overhead light on. You want to let the other person sleep. Maybe if you're nice, right? You want to let them be able to get rest. Or if you are, like you said, your entryway coming in, you don't want to have those large lights on all the time. Think about how much electricity we consume by throwing on and having these large lights on all the time. We have something rechargeable like this, right? We just set it and go, and then you just, I mean, you made it so easy. You tap it. You can even change to have it dimmable. I mean, it's really quite incredible, and lighting is expensive. But today, this is $20. That's it. It is $10 to get home for beautiful lights that people are going to think, you spend a lot of money on them.
Well, they should cost a lot of money, but Bell+Howell has that trick where they partnered with HSN. And the buying power of HSN allows us to bring our manufacturing costs down. We pass those cost savings on to you. You've heard me tell you that for years and years. The hardest part, I really think, is picking. So if I could help you a little bit. The Lotus is going to be a much more widespread array of light. You can even see how it's cutting through half the box there. That light, because of that lampshade design sort of going out, almost like a triangle, let's just say, it throws out a lot of light wide. And so if you're looking to do a lot of coverage with your light, the Lotus would be for you. If you have a larger dining table, like bigger spaces, the Lotus is going to give you the most. And again, touch to the cool, touch to the natural, and then touch to off. And then I can touch it one more time and turn it to on. You're going to get this as a single pack. However, I do believe, we could have bundled it and made a 2-pack or a 3-pack. I didn't want to force you to buy that many, but I think you should buy that many.
Right.
Not 5 or 7 again, 2s or 3s. The next one, the Sonoma, that's almost like our most slender design. And so I recommend this for bookshelves. If you have smaller spaces, maybe you have a smaller vanity in your bathroom or your kitchen has a smaller area for this kind of lamp. The Sonoma is going to be that tightest lampshade, although all very similar in size. The Sonoma is going to be the tightest.
And I will tell you, Chad, the Sonoma is most popular right now. So everyone is loving the Sonoma. And Dawn, good morning, Dawn. Dawn just said she loves your lighting, Chad.
Oh, thank you, Dawn. I'm sure Judy and Annie and Lynn, they're all there, I'm sure.
Yes, for sure. And so Dawn was asking how many in a pack, so it is the one.
You get the single, yes, and it's huge. I mean, look at the size of this box. I mean, it is just...
It's substantial.
It's the size of my hand. These lamps are almost... they're much larger than I think that they appear on television. And so one is quite significant, Dawn. I mean, I know Dawn pretty well from the chat. You're going to be fine with one, but if you could decorate and choose, please pick up a second one. The iris, though, that last one, almost like a more cylinder top design. And so the iris there, so if you decorate your home, this is going to sound silly, but trust me on this. If you have more circles in your home, like your coffee table is circle, your side tables are circle, the iris is going to be for you. I know it's like, oh, well, that's just a circle lampshade. I'm telling you, it just adds to the aesthetic of your home. Trust me on that one. If you're somebody who decorates in circles, the iris is for you. But the Lotus, if you're looking for the most coverage, the most light coverage, because of the flare of the Lotus lampshade, that's going to give you the most light out of this.
This is reminiscent to me, Chad, of those 5-star hotels that I've seen a couple, you know what I mean, of these and that's what you're getting. This is so high end. This is such a luxe look. It is $19.99 on this deal today. It is $10 to get home. Grab a couple of them, set them up in your home. Send us the pictures. I'm sure, Chad, you would love to see how everyone sets it up in their household, right? Because there's no wrong way to do it. But I'm like you, Chad, I'm like symmetrical. I don't want just like, 3 or 4. I want to have a few, right? I want to have 2 or 4 or 6. to be able to put around my home. Remember, you're going to use this in your bedroom. You're going to use it in the kitchen. You're going to put it on your bookshelf. Use it in the bathroom. I think a dorm room would be great if you have kids who are in dorms. This is going to be perfect, and $10 gets this home today. You just have to pick the style that you want. Do you have a favorite, Chad?
Yeah, mine is the Lotus for sure, of my favorite. And don't ask me exactly why, because I'm attracted to all of them in terms of like aesthetically how you design a home. My minor in college was interior design.
Oh.
And so it's really sort of crucial to me to like have the best of everything. And so we want to always make the best of everything, but at a lower value price here. And so the bottom of these are velvet. That was important to me because, and that's just a little sticker there. You can take that off if you want. But any sort of glass or wood surface you're putting it on, you definitely don't want it to scratch or mar. And so if you see other lamps like this in the market, check the bottom. If they don't have a velvet base, please don't buy it. You want the nice ones, right? Metal base, and also that's where your charger is. Other ones on the market, you may notice you have to plug them in underneath the lampshade, and then you have a cord running, and it's a mess. I don't like the way that looks, so we did it a little different. This is a pleated design. Yes, on your screen it says fabric. Like pleated fabric. No, this is like a hard fabric. It's a durable fabric. It's just the texture of it feels like fabric, which makes it feel like a real traditional lamp. You see the top there? That's all metal. The base is all metal. The pole's all metal. And then you have your LED lamp on the inside of here. You never replace a light bulb. You never buy batteries. All you do is plug it in and recharge it. It has 3 lighting modes, a warm, a daylight, and a natural. You can see it there in the kitchen styled in pairs. You can see it here styled in singles and pairs. I'm talking the bookshelf, to the bathroom, to the kitchen, to the nightstand. That is actually on your screen right now. You're looking at the Iris. That is a beautiful lampshade. That's the Lotus you're seeing now. Reading that book, not having to get back out of bed to flip the light switch or go back to the doorway to hit the light switch. On top of the piano, no cords, no outlets, next to the couch, next to the bed, you name it. Doesn't matter if you want it for yourself. Oh, and by the way, whenever the kids go back to school, teachers love these things as a teacher gift. If you are one of those people who give gifts when their kids go back to school, great thing to stock away. Not very many of these left swimming, and I think this is the last lamp we're going to present until probably fourth quarter this year.
It's the last one till fourth quarter?
I believe so, yeah.
You heard it from Chad. Don't miss out on this. 089125 is the item number. $10 gets it home. Chad, thank you for spending time with us this morning.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.
Okay, well, it is the time that you have been waiting